lot of people set New Year's goals that are just dreams. They want to get rich or travel the world, but for me, that goal is hitting Immortal. But here's the hard truth that I had to learn. Mechanics aren't enough. You can have the best aim in the world, but if your mind is weak, you will lose. So let me ask you a question. Imagine you're in a UFC cage and you have to fight the top 10 fighters in the world. Do you fight or do you freeze up and let them beat you? Valorant is the exact same. It's kill or be killed. And if you want to climb this year, you have to stop training your hands and start training your psychology. My name is Tepha, and this is the masterclass on gaming psychology. To reach the higher ranks, we first have to diagnose why you freeze in that cage. It's called the passive trap. Most players think that they are playing tactical or patient, but to put it as simply as possible, you aren't. You're playing scared. Psychologically, you're hoping that the enemy makes a mistake, that way you don't have to take a risk. You hold an angle, praying that they walk into your crosshair, rather than peeking them with intent. This is the difference between a gold and an immortal player. A gold player reacts to what happens to them. An immortal player forces things to happen for them. When you enter a site with fear, your reaction time is literally slower. Your brain is processing, what if I die? Instead of, where's the head? Or how do I win this round? So step one of your new psychology, aggression is not a play style, it is a necessity. You need to stop waiting for permission to take space and win the rounds for yourself. And if you want some more in-depth insights on the psychology of pro esports games and ranked, check out my Ko-Fi. It's cheap and I'm sure you'll find something in there that'll help you climb. So how do we fix this issue? We have to surgically remove the hesitation from your gameplay, and here's the protocol that I use to rewire my own brain. Rule number 1, pre-round commitment. Hesitation happens when you don't know your job. Before the barriers drop, you pick one task. Are you entering site? Are you lurking? Are you flashing for your duelist? You decide it, you lock it in, and you execute it without asking for permission. If you die doing your job, that is a good death. And if you survive because you baited your team, that is a failure. And rule number 2 is the swing trigger. Stop relying on your eyes to tell you when to shoot. Rely on your intent. Every time you approach an angle, you repeat this phrase in your head. I'm swinging to kill. You place your crosshair, you pre-aim, and you swing. You do not check the angle, you attack the angle. And rule number 3, the failure quota. Now, this might hurt your ego, but you need it to succeed. For your next 10 games, your goal is not to win. Your goal is to take 3 uncomfortable fights per half. Did you swing with intent, or did you wait? If you died swinging, you succeeded. You aren't training your aim right now. You're training your nervous system to stop begging for safety. The ranks you want are dominated by players who create pressure. Stop waiting for the game to come to you, and create the pressure yourself. Most of you are trying to run a high-performance software on broken hardware. You complain about consistent aims, but you are playing on 4 hours of sleep fueled by sugar and caffeine crashes. Your brain is a biological machine. If you treat it like a trash can, your reaction time will suffer. You don't need to be an Olympic athlete, but if you want radiant mechanics, you need to respect your body enough to give it a fighting chance. Sleep, hydration, and physical movement aren't lifestyle choices, they're performance enhancers. So get in the gym, eat healthy, drink lots of water, take an ice bath, whatever it is that you need to do to better yourself out of the game, it will also improve in the game. And when you are in the game, you need emotional discipline. Stop letting one bad game ruin your session. I see so many people lose a clutch and then they carry that failure into the next 3 rounds. You are mentally defeated before the barriers even drop. Look at the pros. When they whiff, they don't spiral, they reset. If you tilt, you're weak. And if you want to climb, you have to learn to lose a round, wipe your memory, and play the next one with 0 emotional baggage. And I also want to quickly compare this to another game that taught me how to keep my cool even when behind. That game is iRacing. It's so easy when you make a mistake to just give up mentally and say, my race is over, I'm at the back of the grid. But to be honest with you, all the other drivers on the grid will make as many mistakes, if not more, than you throughout the entire race. And you'll be able to make a comeback. The same applies to Valorant, because if you're behind, let's say 2-10 at half, you can always come back. Even in pro play, people make mistakes, and you can capitalize on those mistakes through pattern recognition. Keep account of those mistakes that they make, like one player that lurks every round. Catch them off guard and get a free kill. And seriously, my next point, you need to stop looking at everyone else's highlight reels. You could see a Radiant player hit a crazy clip and think, I'll never be that good. You are comparing your struggle to their result. You weren't there and you didn't see the 5,000 plus hours of missed shots and bottom fragging it took them to get there. Comparison is a distraction and the thief of joy. The only metric that matters is, are you better today than you were yesterday? If the answer is yes, then the rank will follow. And I have one final rule for this psychology masterclass, and it's the hardest one to swallow. It's called radical accountability. As long as you blame your teammates, you will stay hard stuck. You could be like, my jet didn't enter, my sage didn't wall, my comms were dead. It doesn't matter. You can't control that. You can only control you. And every time you die, you have two choices to make. You can either look at what they did wrong and blame it all on them and take no accountability, or you can ask, what could I have done differently to change that outcome? Maybe you should have flashed for that passive jet. Maybe you should have played off the sage's bad wall and caught them off guard. The moment you take 100% responsibility for every single loss is the moment you start climbing out of the rank that you're in to the rank that you deserve to be in. And I could go on and on and on and on about small things to help you keep your cool in a match, but the answer isn't the same for everyone. Personally, I like to take an ice bath before each ranked session, and it helps me have a clear mental. However, that obviously doesn't work for everyone. So try to find a way that you can keep your cool and add it to your daily routine. And if you're serious about fixing your mental game, I've put together a deeper breakdown of pro level psychology on my Ko-Fi. It goes into the specific drills I use to reset my mental after a loss. It's cheap, it's direct, and it's there if you want it. Otherwise, hop on the game, stop hesitating, and go hit your shots. I'll see you in high elo, my friends.